Because the war in Ukraine is getting wilder and wilder. Thus, NATO accuses the Russian army of wanting to use nuclear weapons in Ukraine. To that, Joe Biden said, I don't think there's any such thing as the ability to easily use a tactical nuclear weapon and not end up with Armageddon. But what does Armageddon mean? Armageddon is the biblical term for the place of the last world war, the war that will directly involve the second return of Jesus Christ, as well as the fall of Babylon the Great. But who's Babylon the Great? Babylon the Great is the most powerful country, the last country that will rule the world, the country with which the nations want to do business because of its power as well as its wealth. It is also a country that is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Thus, we understand that there's a country on earth having all the characteristics of Babylon the Great. For this country is a place that promotes homosexuality. You will easily see in this country an 8-year-old child being trained by his own parent to be homosexual. This is what they call an opportunity. This country is also a country that has a slave past, and that those who were forced to be slaves were never brought back to the place where they were found, hence its name Babylon the Great, the house of captivity. And you should know that those who are enslaved in this land are the children of God, the Israelites. That is why it is written, this country will be drunk with the blood of the saints. And if you ever want to know which country we are talking about, we are talking about the United States of America. But can Joe Biden invoke a term that speaks of the destruction of his own nation? We have already noticed them wanting to shake hands with an invisible person and asking to see someone who's already dead. Thus, speaking of the destruction of his own nation is like nothing but very significant for those who read and understand the Word of God. By the way, knowing that Biden is right about the risk of this Armageddon, because a simple mistake on the part of NATO or on the part of Russia can cause the third and last world war. But can we stop the outbreak of this war? We have noticed that Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and so many other personalities wanted to warn about the unforeseeable consequences of a nuclear war, which anyone with common sense can see. But unfortunately, those who rule the world have lost their common sense. They have eyes but do not see. They have ears but do not hear. This is how you know what is happening in the world is the manifestation of the Spirit of the Lord. They will not stop until they do His will. That is why their goal is to win this proxy war. Indeed, it is simply impossible to stop the fulfillment of the prophecy. But what can we do to avoid being part of these plagues? You keep God's commandments and you have faith in Jesus Christ. For Babylon the Great will be destroyed by fire. In 1 hour there will be nothing left in Babylon. It will never again be inhabited. Indeed, for those who think they can hide in bunkers, we have a very bad news for you. No one could hide from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb, for the great day of his wrath is come. Knowing that, it is from this moment that you will see the difference between the righteous and the wicked, between those who serve God and those who do not serve Him. And again, keep God's commandments and have faith in Jesus Christ.